benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton, and it's Porter at the 3 slot. Now here's Murray. Right side Millsap. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Like that from Murray right there. When he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
Doncic finds Hardaway to the inside. Millsap with the steal. The steal. Here's Doncic. They get it back.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now here's Murray. And here's Barton. Back to Murray. Pass to Barton. That one, no good. Good D by Hardaway. Here's Finney-Smith, guarded by Porter. Porzingis can't hit. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Jokic, no good. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. The Mavericks have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and, Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year. More efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
Murray finds Millsap. Here's Jokic. Second shot opportunity. Porter looking it over. Back to Millsap. And Millsap slams it in.
Yeah, although undersized, Millsap is a very, very hard worker. Uses his quickness that time.
And there's the pass to Finney-Smith. Passes it to Porzingis. 6 to shoot. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Porter with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And Jokic throws it down.
Jokic on an alley-oop. Sweet.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. 4-point game. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Murray. Barton outside. Back to Murray. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Out left to the wing. Here's Finney-Smith, guarded by Porter. Left block shot on the way. Porzingis passes to Kleba, and the shot goes in.
Pretty unselfish play there, right? Porzingis finding the open man, and he's more and more comfortable and more aware of everything going on around him.
Now, here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Jokic against Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Murray dishes to Barton. There's 38 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Inside, Jokic. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. 6 points for Jokic.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Doncic against Murray. And Doncic, here we go. Over Millsap. Got a hand on it. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. Kleba kicks to Finney-Smith.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
And that does it for the first quarter. Nuggets lead by 4. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a...
Selfless. I mean, you need to put your pride.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
They've got Richardson. He's out there with Jalen Brunson. Doncic out there with Dwight Powell. And it's Melli in at the 4 slot. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Now here's Rivers. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Pass to Melli. Lets it go from deep. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. And the Mavericks making a change here. Cauley Stein's checked in. The Nuggets leading by 8. Rivers looking over the floor. There's the triple. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. The Mavericks shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Doncic left side. He kicks to Cauley Stein. Shoots over McGee. Not enough on that one as it misses. Nuggets shooting it as well as you're going to see. 67%. Dozier passes to Rivers. Here's McGee. Powell with the steal. Now here's Brunson. Defense right on him. That one falls.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Here's Dozier. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Fast break Dallas. Richardson's running. Intercepted. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Dozier, guarded by Doncic.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Shoots the 3. And Bull pulls it down. Denver leading by 6. Stolen by Brunson. Stolen. Pass to Morris. Ahead. Here's Dozier. Feeds it to McGee. Baseline J on the way. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. A lot of great talkers over the years. Trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that.
On the wing, Morris. Brunson covering. Now, here's Bull. He's guarded closely. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
It's stolen by Morris. And here we go again. The Nuggets on the break. Now the pass to McGee. Dishes it to Bull. Powell with the steal. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Doncic leading the charge. Misses the baby hook.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And here comes the break. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Now, Cauley Stein, a big that can run the floor, so he can be a weapon in the fast break game.
Rivers passes to McGee. Here's Dozier. And again, Denver no good. And so it's the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. Thanks for joining us.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
We've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Will Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. Now here is Hardaway. No points in the game yet for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Passes it to Jokic. Out to the right wing. And here's Millsap from the arc. The offensive rebound.
Yeah, Jokic is not the quickest guy off the floor, but he uses his body well and great timing to get the offensive rebound.
Doncic outside. The dish now to Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Porzingis. Knocked loose. Jokic with the steal. And now Millsap pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Nice to see Millsap sprint ahead on the fast break and get the easy look at the rim.
Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. In the dunk by Doncic.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Now here's Murray. Now Barton. Jokic. The kick out to Porter. Back to Jokic. The shot comes out. Nice D from Porzingis.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Here's Murray. The Mavericks making the shot. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Murray. Jokic has got 4 points this quarter.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Doncic, no good. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us. Went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Dozier's checked in. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Pass to Dozier. Denver passing it around. Now here's Rivers. The pass to Jokic. Here's Dozier. 5 on the clock. From 17 feet out. Good. He hits the jump shot. Jokic has got 12 points in the game. Now here's Brunson. He's tightly guarded. A nice shot by Melly.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Passes it to Dozier. And here's Jokic. Campazzo. Brunson covering. To the left side wing. Tries again. Green finds Jokic. To the paint. Campazzo goes back up. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Denver shooting their first free throw of the contest. The free throw drops for Green. Here's Brunson. Pass to Richardson. Over Rivers. Richardson, no luck. Here's Dozier. Off the mark. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Nuggets on top. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Mavericks trail by 5. We've got Jalen Brunson. He's out there with Josh Richardson, and it's Melly in at the power forwards position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Nice shot by Porzingis.
They're going to take a little bit more to get Porzingis off of his sweet spot in his offensive game now.
Morris outside. Back to Rivers. Morris outside. McGee, the pass to Rivers. Down low. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Melly. Hardaway comes in for Josh Richardson. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Paul Millsap's checked in for the Nuggets. Will Barton comes in for Rivers. Denver with the ball. The Mavericks making the shot. Outside Millsap. To the inside. Bull. And foul up. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Barton. Tim Hardaway making his last shot. Here's Bol. Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, good luck getting a shot over the 7 foot, 6 inch tall wingspan of Kristaps Porzingis.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Millsap looking it over. Kicks to McGee. Barton dishes to McGee. Shot clock at 6. Here's Morris. McGee. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Doncic. Hardaway for 3, and Bol pulls it down. Morris with the ball. Millsap left side. Bol the pass to Millsap. Now here's Bol. Guarded by Hardaway. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And that'll be 2 free throws coming. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, well, Mike Malone talked to his team during that last timeout. This is a close game, as you know, but he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move, right now. Kevin?
He's simply staying aggressive right now, and Jokic is ready to shoot at the biggest moments.
Here's Porzingis. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Porter.
Porzingis making it count, wants to come through big time and does here.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Doncic comes with the double team. Here's Rivers. Off target from three-point range. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game. As big a basket as that was, the free throw probably even bigger. Now you've got a 2-possession lead all of a sudden.
Now here's Murray. Here's Millsap. The shot, no good. Nice D from Porzingis. Here are the Mavericks now. They're on a 15-6 run. Kleba with the bucket.
And not efficient in that first half, but they have really picked it up here. The shots that weren't falling earlier are finally finding the bottom of the net.
Here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. The 8-footer. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Jokic doing a better job there of using his body inside and getting the angle, then finds his way to the line.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're ahead by 6. 52 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. First free throw is good, and that brings them within 5.
The 6'10" Serbian Jokic is doing a little bit of everything. A decent scorer, a determined rebounder, and of course, an elite passer.
Now, here's Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith. Here's Kleba, and it's sent back by Millsap.
Great block from Millsap, sending that one back.
Out to Doncic. The pass to Kleba. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Martin's checked in for Rivers. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Nuggets. Stolen away. And stolen by Barton.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
Here's Porter. And again, Dallas turns it over. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. Porter with the steal. Count it!
Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the clutch.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap, and I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
So it's an arrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Here with Luke.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. So the Nuggets win the tip. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Porter is out there with Aaron Gordon, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Murray, and it's Barton in at the 2 spot.
And Gordon is a guy who is going to take advantage of these drives to the basket. Just feast on them. He's got a killer mindset.
And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. Morris passes to Leonard. Outside for Jackson. 4 on the shot clock. Goes up to the stripe. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia. Well, you've got to give Gordon the ball when he's down inside. I mean, he can really score it in there.
And here's Jackson. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for the Clippers. And again, no good by the Clippers. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Gordon kicks to Porter. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Clippers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Ibaka outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
One of the best free throw shooting bigs in the league. But that wasn't always the case for Ibaka. He has put in a ton of work.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Barton drives in. Gordon the pass to Murray. From outside off the mark. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Count that bucket.
And busting it up the floor. Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle.
Now here's Murray. Kicks it to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And it's the Clippers with the ball after the Nuggets pick up 2.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Porter finds Jokic. Now Barton. Jokic inside. He's covered by Leonard. Count it. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Here's Barton. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Jokic, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket, but on that one, they were there.
And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Now, you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
Pass to Morris. 1:06 left in the first quarter of the game. The Nuggets leading by 4. Martin with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Nobody does it better than Gordon on the alley-oop. Boom!
Pass to Leonard. Ibaka right side. Leonard dishes to Ibaka. Back to Leonard. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Morris finds Jackson. And the shot falls short this time. It's stolen by Ibaka. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Leonard's got the ball. Barton surveying the floor, trying to find Murray, and he gets it to him.
And that's just terrific positioning on his part to get that board. I mean, he might not have the size, but his basketball IQ.
And so it's Aaron Gordon making things happen for the Denver Nuggets. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll get right back.
The mentality of how we play, how we move the ball.
Greg, sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Kennard is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Batum. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's man in at the small forward position. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Here's Batum. Pass to Zubac. And again, the Clippers turn it over.
Well, he just didn't make the catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
Denver leading by 10. Morris outside. Inside. And Millsap slams it in.
You know, when he's got the position he wants inside, he's committed to throwing it down. And Millsap, he's got a nice vertical on him, too.
Man passes to Batum. And he banks in the layup.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
The Nuggets shooting has been brilliant in this game. 67% from the floor. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. It's Rivers on the wing. It's the front of the rim and out. Clippers trail by 10. Kennard with the ball. Picked up by Rivers. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. JaVale McGee's checked in for Paul Millsap. The Nuggets now on offense. Morris looking over the floor. There's the pass to Green. He gets it in there. Green's got the lead up to 12 now for Denver.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Feeds to McGee. Stolen by Zubac. And now the Clippers on the break. Kennard, the pass to Zubac. Over Green. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
Campazzo. Kennard covering. Back to McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Morris outside. Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. And now it's Rondo running all the way. Here he goes. Finished off the break.
You know, Rondo's always looking to pass, and the threat of him passing can oftentimes open things up for him on the fast break.
Morris kicks to Rivers. High arcing shot, and he gets it to go. Rivers has got his first points of the game.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Zubac, the pass to Kennard. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander.
Max Force throwdown.
Now here's Rivers. Tight defense on him. Count that one.
I like the fact that McGee not just going through the motions here. I mean, setting a good solid screen, timing his roll perfectly. That's basketball 101 there.
Rondo passes to Batum. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Back to Zubac. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And when you leave a man open, Batum finds him. Great feel for the game.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. And it's McGee with the jam.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
And it's Rondo with the ball for the Clippers. A 12-point game. Left side, Batum. Passes it to Kennard. Outside Rondo. This one for 3. Doesn't go for him. And so it's the Denver Nuggets. Enjoy. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They are leading by 12. And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets. And
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Well, you got to like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Michael Porter. Jokic is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Murray in at the 1 spot. Outside for George. Back to Morris. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Denver. Batum with the steal. Left side, George. Outside, Jackson. Entered on the wing. 4 on the clock. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's foul number 2 for him. Outside, George. From the corner.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority. A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Clippers trail by 7. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Morris against Millsap. Morris passes to Batum. Shot clock at 5. Entered on the wing. 3-pointer. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Gordon up on top. He's covered by Leonard. Here's Jokic. Misses from close range. Clippers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Outside for Jackson. It's George on the wing. Barton defending. George against Gordon, and it's George missing. Barton passes to Gordon. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Murray finds Millsap. Outside Gordon. Barton outside. Trying to get something going, and Barton throws it down.
And this is where Barton does his eating. Deep inside. Leaping with ease to punch it home.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
George looking over the floor. Millsap's against Morris. The three from George. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic just got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Barton against Jackson. Pass to Jokic. Beyond the arc. Ball's knocked loose.
And you could see he knew exactly where that long rebound was coming off, able to get there quickly and snatch it up.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
And it's Murray penetrating. And that one's good. Millsap. Millsap kicks to Murray. The pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
To the middle. It'll count. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Denver Nuggets holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Kennard. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Mann in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Rivers can't get it to go.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Back to Kennard. Leonard inside. Millsap on him. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Pretty cool to see Millsap turn shots back. I mean, he's a mobile, athletic, big man who is taking pride in his defensive work.
It's Porter outside. They grab their own miss. And Crane is right there. And the Nuggets lead by 13. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Denver.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Jackson, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. On the wing, Morris. He's covered by Leonard. The kick out to Porter. Campazzo. Kennard covering. Back to Millsap. Now the dish to Morris. From deep. Again the miss by Morris. Clippers trail by 13. Here's Leonard. Yes, that goes in.
Not afraid to get physical there. Leonard makes the shot in spite of the contact.
On the wing, Porter. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Jokic, no good.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
3 straight baskets in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry.
Now Morris. He dishes it to Millsap. Campazzo, he's covered by Leonard, and it's sent back by Leonard.
And a sensational individual defender. Leonard will lock you down. Rejections are just part of the package he brings on the defensive end.
Jackson passes to Leonard. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly, born and raised.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Murray's checked in. Outside Jackson. Los Angeles with another miss. Denver leading by 11. The drive by Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
What a drive to the hoop from Gordon. I mean, he only needs a step or two to take off for those throwdowns.
Murray against Jackson. Outside, George. Los Angeles with another miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Murray. No one near him. Offensive rebound, and McGee kicks to Rivers. Murray for three. The shot off that time, and the Clippers will come the other way.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Denver.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game, and I think ultimately that earned the W.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Aaron Gordon.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
Shot clock at 3. Murray for 3. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nuggets lead by 12.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
And so it's Denver taking care of business in this. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Los Angeles. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Hardaway is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, Batum is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Jackson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. Jackson dishes to Morris. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
And that one's good. Doncic.
Boy, what body control from the Slovenian forward. Doncic comfortable taking on all challengers.
Jackson passes to George. Back to Jackson. Pass to Morris. To the inside. Porzingis with the steal. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for the Clippers. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Jackson looking it over. Leonard the pass to Ibaka. Back to Leonard. That's tipped. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Hardaway. No good there. So the Clippers will take it the other way. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Well, almost effortless there from Kawhi Leonard. The reach and leaping ability. Look out.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Now, here is Morris. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Jackson against Doncic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Jackson. Down low. Here's George. Clock at 4. Floats one. Jackson misses.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Here's Hardaway. Here's Kleba. Passes it to Hardaway. A second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in.
Well, there's big-time athleticism when you're talking about Hardaway. Puts it on the deck and relentless move to the cup.
Jackson against Doncic. Jackson kicks to George. Pass to Morris. Drills the baseline jumper.
Wow, nice looking jumper from Marcus Morris. This guy's showing how reliable and effective he can be from that distance.
Doncic against Jackson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Zubac finds Kennard. Now here's Rondo. Shot from 12. Here's Zubac. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
Brunson the pass to Pop. Out to Doncic. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And now the Clippers on the break. Kennard for three. And it's Melly with the rebound. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
Luka Doncic is so clever. This guy able to draw the contact to get himself to the free throw line.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe, and the first one drops. All free throws good from Doncic. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Rondo looking over the floor. Zubats against Powell. Doncic with the block.
Hard work pays off for Luka in that instance. How about that on the defensive end? Send it back, Luka.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Now here's Rondo. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Now Batum makes it off the glass.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And the second quarter will get under. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it...
this game, it's...
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Luke Kennard out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Batum. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Mann in at the small forward. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. It's stolen by Ibaka. Kennard against Richardson. And here's Kennard. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Ibaka right side. Another shot, and the jumper is good. Ibaka's got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
Boy, cash money right there. Serge Ibaka doesn't think twice, drains it.
Brunson against Rondo. Brunson, good. Brunson's got his first bucket in this one. Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Here's Richardson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
To the paint. Here's George. Great D that time from Hardaway.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
So it's Richardson with the jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. The pass to Batum. Back to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Elbow shot is on the way. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Leonard with the steal. Jackson dishes to George. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. And the Clippers lead by 2. It's Richardson on the wing, guarded by Jackson. Richardson, no luck. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, speed, intelligence, touch. Kawhi Leonard has it all.
Hardaway against George. It's Richardson on the wing. And it's sent back by Morris. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. All alone. The shot misses. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. An even 3-on-3 break. Pass to Porzingis. A fadeaway. Morris with the rebound.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Leonard. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has zero fear. In fact, contact, it doesn't deter him at all.
Zubac is checked in for Nicholas Batum. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Nicolo Melli comes in for Maxi Kleber. Doncic is checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Josh Richardson. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Cauley-Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
In the corner, George with it. 30 seconds left here in the second. Offline with his 3. Mavericks trail by 5. Here's Brunson, and he makes good on the layup. Brunson's got 4 points in the quarter. And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Jackson passes to Morris. Outside, George. Fires from deep. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Outside Hardaway. And the last shot before the buzzer is off.
This guy.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the team. And that'll...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. But they get it back. Back to Porzingis. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in. Porzingis has got his first basket.
Well, tracking down rebounds with ease. Kristaps Porzingis, outstanding mobility.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
The Clippers in the lead. Here's George. Great D that time from Hardaway. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Porzingis. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Leonard attacking. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. The Mavericks have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break.
Boy, what you really like about Porzingis going end to end, he does it under control, right? This guy is 7 feet and masterful in space.
Jackson passes to Leonard. 3-pointer. And the Clippers miss again.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Inside. And the dunk by Porzingis.
How about the height and the length and the athleticism of Kristaps Porzingis? Barely has to jump to throw that down.
Passes to Morris. Right side, Batum. Puts it up from 17. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback. Kleber's got the lead up to 5 now for Dallas.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Jackson kicks to Leonard. Pass to Morris. Over Kleber. And again, no good by the Clippers. Now the Mavericks with it. They've got an 8-0 run. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Morris passes to Jackson. Back to Morris. Here's Leonard. And he uses the glass on the layup. Leonard's got 9 points. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Melly is checked in for Maxi Kleber. Richardson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Wow, that's the mobility of Porzingis gliding in for the finish.
Rondo passes to Zubac. There's 53 seconds left in the third. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Porzingis against Kennard. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Well, Kristaps Porzingis understands with his length and size, those are high percentage finishes. Nicely done.
Kennard, the pass to man, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And here are the Mavericks now. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Now the pass to Hardaway. Over Beverly. No good off the front iron.
Well, this is the night you look at your teammates and tap them on the back and say, good job, because for him, he's been struggling all night.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And I think, guys, over time, you would anticipate Luka Doncic becoming more and more of a leader. This guy is so fun to...
A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for Dallas. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Clippers trail by 4. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So for the Clippers right now, they've got Ivica Zubac. Kennard is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's man in at the small forward position. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And the Clippers call time here.
And Doris, as if it were destiny, Kleber grew up in the same hometown as Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki.
And this is a fun and extraordinary story to tell, because in 2017, Kleber texted with Nowitzki before signing with Dallas. But though they come from the same town, they didn't know each other until they became teammates. That's extraordinary.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Marjanovic comes in for Maxi Kleber, and Josh Richardson subbed in for Hardaway. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He told them, you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
He gets that one.
I'll tell you, tough first half, puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
Outside, George. Morris outside to the paint. Zubac in the post. Guarded by Porzingis and the clock. And the Clippers miss again.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And the shot no good, a bit short. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Clippers. Trailing here by 8. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Here's Finney Smith, and he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Morris, left side. And George kicks to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Shoots over Marjanovic. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. Doesn't go that time. And the Clippers will go the other way with it.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And the foul called on Porzingis. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers. Jackson comes in for Serge Ibaka. Then for the Mavericks, Melly is checked in for Marjanovic. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Richardson. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Brunson against George. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleba, he's checked in for Melly. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Doncic. Here's George. Jackson in the corner. They need this one. He lays it in. Jackson's got it back down to within single digits for Los Angeles.
And with the defender draped all over him, Jackson has that strength to fight through the contact.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Morris against Kleba. Passes it to Porzingis. Banked in off the glass. Porzingis has got 14 points here in the second half.
In a pick-and-roll game, the length and athleticism of Kristaps Porzingis is going to be a big-time problem.
Jackson passes to George. Outside, Batum. Morris, left side. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
Really good job anticipating the rise and fire off the catch. Go ahead, Marcus Morris.
Brunson kicks to Hardaway for the three. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Porzingis can't hit. Clippers trail by 6.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Dallas has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on George.
You know, I know that he can make the perimeter jump shot, but I really like it when Porzingis is taking it inside and making the defense deal with all that size.
Dallas making a switch here. Doncic is checked in. George looking around. To the middle. Here's Morris. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
And that's a clutch bucket by Morris, showing the team they can count on him down the stretch.
It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead. It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Porzingis on the follow. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
What an effort to get the tip in, just wanting it a little bit more.
Nobody near George. The three-pointer off the mark. Hardaway passes to Doncic. Shoots. Off target with that shot.
Now that's the wingspan of Paul George. He is so...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. Is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nuggets, we've got Gordon. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Porter in at the small forward. Murray finds Gordon. That one good for 2. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Here's Murray. The Mavericks making the shot. Down low. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Kleba. Porter pulls it in.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Offensive rebound. Here's Jokic. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Persistence pays, and Jokic not giving up on the play, doing a nice job pursuing the basketball there.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Now Kleba, and stolen by Gordon. And here's the fast break. Oh, Porter in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, so often we see this transition buckets off turnovers.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
Now here is Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
A prolific slasher with some serious bounce. Hardaway Jr. Fun to watch.
Murray the pass to Barton. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Yeah, you know what? They say you would always rather have a player that you need to turn down than to turn on. So being aggressive versus passive, I want the aggressive guy all the time, even if it means a few fouls.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
Here's Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Aaron Gordon is no pushover. Far from it. I mean, with the ability to knock down shots despite contact, this young fella's impressive.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Denver. Morris comes in for Barton. Josh Richardson's checked in for the Mavericks. Jalen Brunson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. Millsap passes to Jokic. The feed to Murray. Outside Gordon. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Knocked away. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players.
And here are the Nuggets now. Denver leading by 5. Morris dishes to Millsap. Wide open look here for Murray. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here's Brunson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Moving it up. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Brunson with it, out guarded by Murray.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Morris against Doncic. Morris passes to Millsap. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Doncic passes to Brunson. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Can't ignore Millsap's defensive instincts. Excellent timing, rising up to block shots.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Richardson finds Powell. Out to Doncic. To end the drought, and the dunk by Doncic.
Boy, showing you some power there, fellas. I mean, nice to see Doncic get up and drop it in with force that time.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Nuggets lead by... And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Nuggets?
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnover.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Nuggets, Monte Morris is out there with Austin Rivers. Then there's JaVale McGee. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Dozier in at the 3 spot. Brunson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
5 to shoot. Stolen by Rivers. And now the Nuggets, fast break. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
A different look for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Nicolo Melli. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Finney-Smith. Millsap with the steal. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. And Morris throws it down.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's Finney-Smith. Passes it to Cauley-Stein. Hardaway with a wide open look. Good on the triple. Hardaway has got 5.
Boy, you cannot let Hardaway Jr. get going like this, guys. I mean, once he's in that rhythm and flow, it's bad news for the defense.
Out to Morris. Fires the 3. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. Mavericks trail by 12. And there's the pass to Cauley-Stein. Stolen by McGee. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Rivers passes to McGee. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Can't get it to fall.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Pass to Dozier. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. And foul on the shot. So And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. We're double-checking, and the game continues on. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Millsap finds McGee. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
He must have thought he was a jungle gym the way he was climbing all over his back. Easy call.
Yeah, that's a good one there, man. I tell you, I appreciate the effort, but he overdid it just a bit there. He needed to get called for the foul.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. And that one's good, Barton.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Here's Finney Smith, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 1:02 left in the second quarter. And here's Barton. Outside Porter. Pass to Jokic. Barton with it. Lock at 6. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. They get it back. Outside for Murray. Porzingis with the steal. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And that one's good. Doncic.
Well, you can't let Doncic have these types of opportunities, guys. When you aren't close to him, this is what happens.
Murray finds Porter. Passes it to Jokic. Good on the shot. Jokic has got 6.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Doncic, no good. And so it's Denver in command. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They're leading by 16. Kenny, thanks for joining.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Well, you got to like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3. And Jokic gets it to go.
Now, you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
Over to the left wing. Here's Finney Smith. He's covered by Murray. Finney Smith passes to Porzingis, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
Oh, costly
error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Barton outside. Kicks to Murray. A three. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Finney-Smith. He can't hit that time. Now Denver takes it the other way.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Like so many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Hardaway, no good.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
That one drops for him.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint. Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Jokic passes to Barton. Murray kicks to Barton. Back to Murray. Barton outside. The pass to Jokic. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Kleba, the pass to Porzingis. And here's Doncic from the arc. Rebound by Murray.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And Jokic slams it in.
Well, Jokic always in sync with his teammates, which is part of why he's able to put together these highlight reel sequences.
You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations. Logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
Outside Gordon. Pass to Barton. Here's Jokic. Kleba defending to the inside. Doncic with the steal.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Down low. Porzingis kicks to Hardaway. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Hardaway has got 9 points.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Murray, good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Doncic left side. Jokic firing on all cylinders for Denver. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Denver shooting an unbelievable 70%. You won't see a performance like this too often. Paul Millsap out there with Green. And it's Rivers. And it's Dozier in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Shoots from the line. Green, no luck. Here are the Mavericks now. And Reddick, here we go. It's blocked. And pushing it up, here's Denver. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
You know, when he's got the position he wants inside, he's committed to throwing it down. And Millsap, he's got a nice vertical on him, too.
Outside for Reddick, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Reddick.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
Pass to Rivers. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Richardson attacking. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, no easy answer for how you defend Richardson on the drive.
They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Dozier passes to Millsap. Now here's Rivers, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Mavericks shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Richardson outside. Denver grabs the miss. And he gets the bucket.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Millsap with the steal. To the middle. Here's Dozier. He's off on that one. And it's Dallas the other way. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Richardson, the dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line.
Shooting one.
Paul Millsap picks one up.
Boy, really good body control that time by Richardson. Anticipated the foul coming, absorbed that contact, and didn't let it bother his shot.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Nuggets. And Dallas also making a switch. Powell's checked in. Pass to Dozier. He kicks it to McGee. And the pass to Dozier. Rivers gets a wide open look. No good from outside. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. The shot's good from McGee.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels. Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Great pass to set up the lay-in. McGee's got 4 points this quarter.
It really balances out the backcourt when McGee is able to provide points inside. I mean, that's big.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Here's Powell, and the layup's good off the glass. Powell's got his first 2 points. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Nuggets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jokic.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
And it's Gordon missing. And here are the Mavericks now. Thompson with it. Now defended by Jokic. Cauley Stein goes in. Jokic grabs the miss. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync. And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this game is over, and they're the only ones who don't realize that.
Here's Burke. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
Now Burke pulls it from the elbow, and the miss. And so it's Denver taking care of business. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Batum. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. And for the Nuggets, they've got Nikola Jokic. Will Barton is out there with Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Gordon in at the 4 spot. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Batum. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Good vision. Good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot. Finds an open man.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here's Batum. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotations.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season.
Here's Barton. Batum with the steal. Here's George. And it's blocked by Gordon.
No, I wouldn't test Gordon. With that vertical and length, please try someone else.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Basket good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now here's Porter. And finished off by Porter.
But when Porter is attacking, the defense is in trouble. Have to respect his ability to put it on the floor.
Barton against George. Barton with the rebound. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Denver Nuggets. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Great D that time from Batum.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul. George with the ball. Now defended by Jokic. Here's Batum. He feeds it to Jackson. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Leonard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got his 3rd assist on the night. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 2. Barton against George. Barton kicks to Jokic. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Now here is Morris. Tipped away and stolen by Barton. Here's Porter. A miss that time would have put him up. The Clippers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in LA, but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Here's Jokic, following the basket by Marcus Morris. Jokic with the bucket. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. On the wing, Morris. Back to Jackson. Inside. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
You know, he was the 24th pick in 2011. I think it's safe for us to say Jackson's outplayed that draft slot.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. There's 53 seconds left in the first. It's Rivers on the wing. This is to Millsap. Stolen by Zubac. Here's Kennard. Here's Leonard. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
Morris kicks to Millsap. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers leading by 3. Here's Mann. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Kawhi is carving up this defense. Love his awareness. He is finding the open man.
Pass to Millsap. Uncovered. That shot no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Clippers lead by 5. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. They've got Rajon Rondo. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Mann in at the small forward position. The Clippers have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ. I mean, he's extremely confident and aggressive. Rivers loves to take it up inside.
Passes to Mann. The dish to Leonard. Lays it up and banks it in. Leonard's got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
And Paul Millsap, the bucket on the assist by Rivers.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
Kennard's shot is off.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Millsap finds Rivers. The wing jumper off target. Clippers leading by 6. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Here's Mann. And he overshot that one, missing. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. The feed to Millsap. And the rejection by Zubac. And they're pushing it up. There's the pass to Kennard. And here's Leonard. To the paint. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. Down low, stolen by Zubac. Here we go, one-on-one. Kennard, the pass to Mann. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
You've got to love the journey Jermichael Green has taken to get into the league, really clawing his way into this team's rotation thanks to his tremendous work ethic.
George passes to Jackson. From outside the arc, and it's George missing. The Nuggets trail by 6. Gordon with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Here's Jokic, and another miss by Denver. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. George, way outside, drains it from beyond the arc. George has got himself on the board with 3 there. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Rivers dishes to Green. Out to Morris, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Clippers leading by 9. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. In the corner, George with it. Outside for Jackson. 6 to shoot. Pass to Batum. Poked away. It's stolen by Green. Here's Morris. Finished off the break. Morris has got his first basket of the night.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
Inside, it's stolen by Green. And now the Nuggets, fast break. Lob pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Jackson kicks to George. Morris right side. Outside Jackson. He dishes it to Batum. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. A different look for Denver. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Green. Will Barton comes in for Austin Rivers. And Murray's subbed in for Morris. Gordon with it. He's against Morris. And it's Murray penetrating. Gordon inside. Covered by Morris. And it's Gordon missing. The second chance effort. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to 3 on the bucket from Jokic.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. At its highest, their lead topped. And that'll about do it as we get.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Murray out there with Will Barton. Then it's Porter. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Downright lethal in the pick and roll. Gordon's size and quickness, along with the decision making, it's a tough combination.
Gordon against Leonard. Jokic with the steal. Oh, Porter in position. Jokic against Leonard for the lead. Batum grabs the miss. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. The shot by George, no good.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
And that one's good by Porter.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
Jackson passes to Batum. Outside, George.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
Paul Millsap is checked in for Aaron Gordon. Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Rondo comes in for Jackson. Murray surveying the D. It's Barton on the wing. Porter kicks to Jokic. And the call up against Jokic. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you've got to protect the ball.
Jackson, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Murray against George. From 15 feet away, Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Murray against George. Campazzo fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Zubac the pass to George. For Murray. A putback. Poked loose. But he stays with it. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Denver making a switch here. Here's Denver now. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. Murray outside. From deep, Green. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
And there it is for him.
An efficient score inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Murray, the pass to Barton. Green inside, working on Zubac. Here's Millsap. Green breaking loose. The Nuggets with another miss. Clippers trail by 4. Here's Leonard. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And that's 13 points for Kawhi Leonard.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Morris finds Green. Leonard against Barton. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds in the game. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
One of the more physical wings in the league. Kawhi gets smacked there, but not to be denied.
Martin with it, guarded now by Jackson. And the wide open shot from Morris. And it's off from 3-point range. One-on-one fast break. Oh!
So explosive with the dunk. Kawhi Leonard gets up quick to slam it down.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Up and in on the layup. Leonard's got 8 points in the quarter.
And now they're turning this game into a drag race, sprinting out for easy fast break baskets.
Millsap to end the run. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Morris has got his 5th rebound in this one. Lets it go with a 3. Leonard, no luck. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Murray with it. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Luke Kennard. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. That's Rajon Rondo, and it's man in at the 3 slot. Misses off the right iron.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Batum grabs the miss.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
And it's Gordon missing.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Batum. Lays it up off the glass. Batum's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Clippers.
And a sudden flurry of fast break activity. They've been racing up and down the court.
To the middle. Here's Gordon. It's deflected. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Kennard kicks to Batum. Takes the 3. No good that time. The Nuggets trail by 6. Here's Gordon, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
Paul George is checked in for Luke Kennard. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Los Angeles. Marcus Morris comes in for Rajon Rondo. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Campazzo, defended by George. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Clippers leading by 5. Right wing. Ibaka finds George. Back to Ibaka. Ibaka drawing the double team. Just 4 to shoot. George, no good.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. They get a hand on it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Leonard against Jokic. Shot clock at 6. Leonard, no luck.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
It's stolen by Ibaka. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. That shot, no good. And Denver the other way now. Ibaka against Porter. Pass to Jokic. Second shot opportunity. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down to just 3 on the basket from McGee.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
The rebound by Paul George. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field. Well, it's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Campazzo, defended by George. On the wing, Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Boy, they needed that one, and Gordon delivers. His productive habits really paying off there.
Ibaka outside. Back to George. It's hauled in by Gordon. The Nuggets trail by 3. Porter with it. And Batum picks him up defensively.
Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the clutch.
Outside Leonard. Gordon against Ibaka. Back to Leonard. Yes!
Big time basket at a big time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Gordon.
Oh, yes. A tremendous display of poise from Gordon. Refused to let the moment get too big.
Outside Leonard. It's up a 3. Denver grabs the miss. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his first foul. And the Clippers making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Passes it to Jokic. Now Morris. Back to Jokic. Yes!
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
Left side, Leonard. They could win it. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. That was a fun night of basketball. And the player introductions are wrapped up. The start. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Morris in at the 4. And for the Mavericks, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Now, here is Ibaka. Nice D from Porzingis.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the three ball. Yeah, Patrick Beverley making it easy for his teammate to score.
Out to the wing. Here's Finney-Smith. He's covered by Leonard. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
And there's the pass to Ibaka. Porzingis with the steal. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Doncic. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game. And boy, it is on display right now.
Now, here is Morris. Porzingis with the rebound. Doncic outside. His three-pointers off the mark. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And George gets it to go.
When near the bucket, Paul George knows what to do. This guy has such a nuanced understanding of the offense.
Pass to Doncic. Now, Kleba. Good work defensively by Morris. Beverley with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. And here's Morris for 3. The Mavericks pull it in. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. The shot by Kleba, wide open, triple from the wing.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
George passes to Beverley. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith, and that one good.
Boy, what a feel Luka Doncic brings to the game. This guy always willing to get his teammates involved.
Beverley, the pass to Ibaka. Porzingis with the block, and they're able to recover. There's the feed to Ibaka. From down in the low post, it goes.
Well, you love Serge Ibaka's shot selection, especially inside where he's so efficient.
Down low. Knocks it loose. Porzingis. Kleba kicks to Finney-Smith. Porzingis inside. Defended by Ibaka.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Leonard finds Morris. Can't hit from in close. It's 2-on-1. And here we go. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverley.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Josh Richardson's checked in for the Mavericks. Jalen Brunson comes in for Maxi Kleba. The Mavericks trailer. Here's Brunson. Bank shot. No good.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. A different look for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. And it's Nicolo Melli in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Dallas has gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Passes it to Powell. Richardson right side. Powell against Kennard. Powell the pass to Doncic. Launches it. That one misses. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Clippers. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverley about his throwback
old school basketball.
Well, pound for pound, Greg, Beverley may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Here are the five the Clippers have to start the second. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's man in at the three, the small forward.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Here's Leonard, following the score by Dallas. And the pass to Zubac. At the top of the key, Rondo. 6 on the shot clock. Kennard kicks to Rondo. Oh, good with the triple. The Mavericks leading, and even 3-on-3 break. Pass to Doncic. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. Kennard, the pass to man. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Richardson with the double team. Here's Leonard. The shot that time, not on target. Nice D from Doncic. Richardson kicks to Powell. Pass to Doncic. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Powell inside. Here's Doncic. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. That shot off, and it's Dallas the other way. Here's Richardson, and it's Richardson slamming it down.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell, and Hardaway is subbed in for Doncic. Ricky, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
Well, a high percentage scorer with a great shot selection. Ibaka knows when to send it home.
Cauley-Stein's shot is good.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
George finds Morris to the middle. And contact, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Hardaway dishes to Cauley-Stein. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Outside, George. In the corner, Kennard with it. Passes it to Morris. Clock at 6. Back to Kennard. Wants to get it to Morris and does. Dallas leading by 5. Here's Finney-Smith. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Beverly, the pass to Kennard. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. No good. Great D that time from Hardaway. High post shot. That one wide left.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Here's George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, Paul George smack dab in the middle of the prime of his career, and maybe underestimated is his drive to win.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Kennard.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
The pass to Finney-Smith. And a miss there on the triple. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers, trailing by 5. Los Angeles with another miss. Inside, here's Brunson, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
Boy, still a dependable shot blocker. That is what got Serge Ibaka playing time at the beginning of his career. Nice.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good. And Kenny, along with the incredible production Luka Doncic gives this game, his lead. And that.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Hardaway is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from George.
This is one of Paul George's go-to shots. His confidence and ability to rise and fire quickly from the mid-range, crucial.
Back to Doncic. Count it. Doncic has got his first points of the night.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Now, here is Ibaka. He's got 6. Pass break, Dallas. Here's Finney-Smith. They get a hand on it. Clippers trail by 5. And Morris throws it down.
Well, at 6'9", with good athleticism, dunking not a problem for Mr. Morris. Give him some space, and he makes you pay.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
The Mavericks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Nicolo O'Malley comes in for Maxi Kleber. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Zubats is checked in. Here's George. The Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis has got his 6th rebound on the night. To the paint. Stolen by George. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up and finished off by Leonard.
Well, the length of Paul George creating opportunities for his team. He covers an awful lot of ground with that wingspan.
Doncic kicks to Richardson. Stolen by George. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, that's about recognizing a transition opportunity when it presents itself. Nice job by Kawhi Leonard. When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
Beverly wide open. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here's Melly, and the layup's good off the glass. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to lead. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
Richardson gets a wide open look, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Beverly looking around. George against Doncic. George double teamed. Wide open. And it's Melly with the rebound.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Porzingis can't hit.
Boy, he cannot get anything to fall, but the teammates, boy, have they delivered.
Tries to save it. The Clippers again turning it over. Dwight Powell's checked in for the Mavericks. Jalen Brunson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Now here's Brunson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Melly. Shot clock at 6. Back to Brunson. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And the rejection by Zubats. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one on Richardson.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Nicolo Melli. Hardaway is subbed in for Josh Richardson.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr. getting stronger, and that's a problem when he's trying to finish through contact.
Brunson against Jackson. Wide open look here for Zubats. And the shot is long. Now Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr., a better playmaker than maybe people think. This guy very good at breaking the defense down.
And so it's Dallas with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Here's Rondo. Setting the floor for the Clippers. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Rajon Rondo is out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Ibaka, and it's man in its small forward. And Leonard gets it to go.
Listen, Kawhi Leonard has built his game brick by brick. You want him to score on the interior? No problem.
Hardaway passes to Doncic. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Hardaway has got 3 assists in the game. Clippers trail by 7. Outside Leonard. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
After being held scoreless in the first, he's turning it on here in the second.
Brunson kicks to Doncic. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. That's short off the rim.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Leonard, no luck.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Mann.
And you talk about clutch plays, I mean, defensively and offensively, and we saw it right there.
Hardaway finds Kleber. Out to Hardaway. Back to Kleber. Shoots over Leonard. They get it again. It's good on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
Well, I think Hardaway Jr. has the kind of athleticism that allows him to be a contributor on the backboards.
Leonard lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Leonard's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Hardaway passes to Kleber. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard's got 6 rebounds in the game. Kennard kicks to Leonard. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Kleber.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jalen Brunson. On the wing, George. Left side, Ibaka. Got a piece of it. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Dallas leading by 3. Hardaway goes in. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Well, how about the competitive nature of Tim Hardaway Jr.? Important spot, no problem.
Outside, George. He kicks to Ibaka. And he makes that one.
How about the experience that Ibaka brings? He's able to be comfortable in any situation.
On the wing, Hardaway. Defended by George. And here's Porzingis for a 3. It's hauled in by Beverly.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's Kleber. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up. Kicks it to Beverly to take the lead. Buries the long-range jumper. Beverly's got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
Huge moment for Patrick Beverly. Wow.
Hardaway passes to Kleber. Here's Finney-Smith. Pass to Kleber. They can't stop the run with that one. The Clippers have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. It drops.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Down low, here's Porzingis. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you love the aggressiveness and the swagger that Porzingis has to take that shot. Such a clutch play from the Latvian.
Count it!
Oh, my goodness. Serge Ibaka with the killer instinct in an important situation. Love it.
Doncic outside. Inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Well, what a pleasure to have a 7-footer who you can play through, because Kristaps Porzingis, that nice shooting form, carries over to the free throw line. That is crucial.
If he hits all of those, they're feeling a lot more comfortable. But now, still a one-possession game.
Beverly dishes to George. 19 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the three-point line? That's what it comes down to. Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
To win the game. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.